To work early. I meant to go live last night before I went to sleep, because it was my granny's birthday yesterday. Today is 11th. Her birthday was on March 29th. That's my mama's birthday. March the 10th. She was born in 1906. She died in 2011, the same day Heavy D died. I don't have the day in my head or what day she actually died. I know, but I would have to think about it. But I know it's on the same day as Heavy D, the rapper Heavy D. I know in 2011, the last time I seen her was when I went back to my Mary Helen funeral, and I was thinking I was gonna see her again, but I got word, that she passed away, and I had to find a way back to Arkansas. 2011 was a very hard year. It was a very hard year. Right now, if something would happen to a family member, I would go back, whether my job want me to or not, I will quit my job and go back, I'm able to travel and stuff, I have a few dollars saved, I'm able to go back. I can quit my job for a few months and be okay. Right now with the job market how it is, I can find a job easily, but I don't want to quit my job. But I know if something would happen to my mom or something, they have to give me, time off and everything, or a sibling. But my granny, my other grandma, I call her Mima. She still. I'm blessed to still have her. I was able to go see her when I went back to my my friend Patricia funeral. Patricia Williams. Patricia Williamson, Patricia Wallace, and then Patricia Williams. But let me focus my emphasis back on my granny. She was born in Melbourne, Arkansas, 1926, March 10th. She had an older sister, Mary Helen Prim, where she was a Williams too, but she got married and she became a Prim. My youngest great aunt, I can't recall her name at the moment, but I know she passed away when she was young. And my granny used to talk about her, but I don't know her name by heart. I should know her name by heart, but I don't know about her. But I know it's on the obituaries. I have to dig up the obituaries and frame them. I still have to frame the obituaries. I still have to frame the obituaries from Francis and my two aunts and my friend Patricia. I gotta make a copy of Patricia's obituary, and then I had to frame them, But my grandma was born in Minerva, Arkansas. She came to Little Rock, like the 1940s. She used to work at the state hospital in Little Rock. I know she was married before she married my granddaddy. I know she had a daughter, but the daughter died at birth, I believe. And then she married my granddaddy in 1949. They had 4 kids. My uncle Junior, Clifton Jr., he was born in 1950. My mom was born in 1953. My aunt Yvonne was born in 1956. Aunt Joanne, 1960. Out of his siblings, My Uncle Scipio died first, like 1980. My Uncle Grover died in 1997. My grandfather in 2002. My Aunt Olivia was the last one to survive, 2014. I really didn't know my Aunt Olivia first. I met her in 1992 when they drove down from Detroit. When my grandfather died, after that, I went to go visit her between 2002 and 2006. In 2008, 2009, I went to go visit her, you know, to have a relationship with her. I wish I would have went to go see her before she passed, because after 2009, I had hard times. My Aunt Olivia was very sweet, you know. I know my grand got mad at her in 2003 because she called my niece and nephew my badass kids, and my granny called her. My granny was the type of person, if you crossed her, she would confront you. My granny did not play. She spoke how she felt. She told how it was. She said it with love. She cared about her family. She wanted the best for her family. Like, she wouldn't approve of Wayne disowning me. In fact, Wayne would have never disowned me if she was still alive, my grandfather was still alive. He only did it because they passed away, and he knew that his mama would not do nothing about it. Because my granny was very traditional, old-fashioned. He only did it because he knew his mama would allow him to do it, you know. But I know in 1994, my cousin Siobhan told me that Wayne was talking about me and said some awful things about me. I wanted to confront him. My granny told me not to confront him, to let it go. And I did. I never said nothing to him for a long time. But then, you know, he started saying stuff to me in 2011, throwing hints at me without saying it. But I knew what he was trying to say. And then, you know, I know after my granddad died, you know, he still was talking to me, but he was acting funny at the same time. And then all of a sudden in 2016, maybe a week or two after I talked to him about my GPA at Colorado Tech, after my birthday, I asked him for a birthday shout out. He started acting funny, like, you know, like it was a problem. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why he acting funny with me. And then he started throwing hints, you know, like, I'm not a man, I'm a bitch, you know, just saying stuff that I wasn't expecting him to say. And then he just came out, you know, and just, you know, came out and said, you know, I'm hiding, you know, in the closet or whatever, you know, bullshit stuff. And apparently he brainwashed his mama and his sister and his wife, and, you know, he brainwashed his family, you know, his mama, Siobhan, and all of them. He brainwashed all of them, and whoever else, you know, with these lies and everything. And I'm sick and tired of him doing this to me. You know, I did everything, you know, to be nice to him. You know, I used to help him with his homework, you know, and even at Philander, I used to help him with his homework. And he was very fake, you know, acting funny, you know, only come around when he wanted something. And I remember in 12th grade, I gave him a ride home, and my grandfather was taking somebody somewhere, and we was on Interstate 630. And my grandfather, you know, when he got older, he used to drive like real slow, and I just feel embarrassed, you know, riding with him, you know, because he drives so slow. And and Wayne told me to like drive around him. And when I drove around him, my grandfather thought I was speeding, but I wasn't speeding. I was going to speed limit. And after I got back before him, you know, because my grandfather, you know, he drives slow. And I went to Woodbridge and came back because that's where my aunt stayed at the time. And then I came back, and then my grandfather came back. He started yelling at me because talk about I'm you know, get a ticket or something. I wasn't even speeding. And then, you know, he was like, you know, he was gonna take me off his insurance and everything. You know, he started yelling at me, and I started yelling at him. And then my Aunt Yvonne was there, and she like broke up the argument, you know, and after that, you know, I know after that, you know, my car broke down. And then when I got my car back working, I know I got my own insurance. You know, after that, you know, cause I mean my first car, my cousin Supreme, it was in his name. And, you know, so he was very concerned about what I did in that car. So after that, you know, I didn't have a license when I got that car while I was in his name. And I know my granny was telling me I should have waited until, because when I got the car, you know, she was in Minerva visiting my aunt, my great aunt, Mary Helen. And she would tell me I should have waited till she came back. Because my grandfather was very, you know, he was always in my business and everything, but that's how people were back. People that you were, you know, that be your business because that it was concerned about you and stuff. And but my granny, you know, she helped raise us, you know, because my mama, you know, was kind of wild. You know, when she was young, she was wild. She used to go out and everything, and always leave us with my granny, or she'll go out and everything, and then my aunts would have to babysit us, my granny would have to babysit us, you know, and stuff like that, you know. So my mom would, you know, was very wild when she was younger, but she's more mature now, you know. But my granny, you know, and my granddaddy helped raise us. I mean, I basically stayed, you know, with my granny off and on until I moved to Phoenix, you know. But my granny was the type of person, you know, whatever she say, you know, it went, you know. And you know, nobody said no to her, you know. You said no to her, you know, she'd be mad at you and stuff. And she did not play at all. She didn't play games. She would always say, you know, I snatched a knot out of you. She didn't play at all, you know. If she hit you, it would hurt, and she meant business. She meant business. You know, she, you know, I know she was a nurse at the state hospital. I know she got married, you know. She helped raise her kids, and then she went back to work at St. Vincent's, and then she retired. Well, she partially retired, and then she worked part-time, and then I know when she became a diabetic, she stopped working because, you know, I guess she, you know, just felt like, you know, she had to come home and retire, you know. Cause I know she got dizzy at St. Vincent, and she came home and she just stopped working. But she was able to like live off her retirement. But I know when she was working, I don't know what this car is doing. This car get on my nerves. I don't know what the hell this car is doing. It's like the car want to be in my lane. But yeah, I know when she retired, you know, it seemed like she, I don't know I don't know. It seemed like when she was working, you know, it seemed like she acted younger when she was working. She was still granny, but it's like when she was working, oh, that car didn't turn. It's like when she was working, she was granny, but she was like a working granny. But it's like when she retired, she became like a home granny, I guess. She became more of a grandma, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. And I used to always call her old woman all the time because she started acting like she was an old woman. I don't know, but you know, but I mean, she retired in like 91. It was about 91. I think, yeah, I think she retired about. It was like 90. I think she retired in early 91 because I think she worked in 90. Well, she retired in 89, but she worked part-time. But I think she stopped working in early 91. It could have been late 90, but I remember she stopped. I remember, I think I was in 8th grade when she like completely retired. Yeah, I just know when she retired, she, you know, when she retired, she was still granny, but she just was, when she retired, you know, it seemed like she started acting more like a granny, you know, cause I know my mama act different now from when she was younger. She act more like a granny too, and I remember my mom was like, I never want to be a granny, I don't want to have grandkids, I don't want to be a granny. My mama used to always say that, and now she's a granny. No, my mama is a granny. And I remember my older sister was like, I don't want to have kids. She have 6 kids. She's like, I never want to have kids, but she ended up having 6 kids. So you never know. I bet if I would say I never want to have kids, I would have kids, but I never said that because I know when you say you never want to do something, you end up doing it. I mean, I kind of do want to have kids now, but I just, you know, I'm like, if it's meant for me to have kids, I have kids. But my granny, you know, she was a good granny, you know. She, you know, she did the best she could, you know. She did the best to raise her kids and help raise her grandkids. I know she helped raise my cousin Wayne Siobhan. My cousin Kansas Quinn was pretty much with their mama most of the time, but they used to be over the other grandparents' house more than Granny house. Cause I know my aunt Joanne, you know, I probably regret saying this, but I know she didn't get along with my grandfather like how she should have got along with him. And she would talk about him behind her back, and she, you know, I just know that I think my Aunt Joanne felt embarrassed about my granny, you know, living on 15th Street in that house. I think she felt embarrassed, you know. And I know like how everybody else did, you know, because my grandfather died. She did help my granny get a tombstone for him. I had to pay for it, and like Joanne could have did, you know, she made sure my granny got a tombstone, which I think wasn't right, because that money that I had was my money. Why did I have to pay for a tombstone? But, you know, the truth is the truth and a lie is a lie. And you know, I tell the truth. I tell the truth. Let me turn my light on. Don't even call them. But I hope my granny had a good birthday in heaven. I wish she was still here. You know, she was a good granny. You know, she helped me out. She did more than a lot of people did for me. I know she did a lot for my older sister. My older sister, you know, is very ungrateful with some things. But I know she did a lot to help us out. She did a lot for my mama. She did a lot for my Aunt Yvonne. Well, she helped out my Uncle Junior too, you know. She probably didn't help out Joanne as much, you know, because Joanne, you know, maintain herself better than everybody else. I mean, my mama did good too, but my mama just had a sorry husband, Herman. He was so sorry, and he had problems. But I know my granny made my mama divorce my daddy. But I think if my mama wouldn't stay married to my daddy would have been a better person. But I know my daddy liked to be in the streets a lot of stuff, which was his problem. I mean, it's okay to hustle and everything, but hustling, you know, only goes so far. But shit, I'm trying to make sure I think I left my earbuds. Oh, I got them. Yeah, I got my earbuds right here. I got them. Because I know I'm going to put them on when I get to work. I don't care. I'm going to wear them today. But, you know, my granny lived a pretty long life. She lived to be 85. You know, she had a stroke, you know, it weakened her, and she went, you know, from there, you know. I mean, I wish my grandfather would have lived longer because he was younger. I wish he would live longer, but he didn't go to the doctor, and they probably could have controlled his colon cancer if he would have went to the doctor when he was younger, but he didn't like going to the doctor, and that what got him colon cancer. I know they told me if I keep having ulcers, I'm gonna have colon cancer, and I'm like, I don't want to have colon cancer. Because I don't take ibuprofen no more, or aspirin, or Aleve. Maybe every once in a while I take ibuprofen, but right now my leg is hurting. I hurt my leg yesterday, and ibuprofen really helped this leg, but I'm not finna be having cancer. And I'm trying to, I have to be careful taking Tylenol because that hurts your liver. But, I have to be careful what I eat and stuff, you know, because I don't want to be like some people and get sick and everything. So I don't eat beef no more. I don't eat pork no more. I'm trying to eat the rest of my chicken and turkey, and I'm gonna stop eating that hopefully this year. And I know my cousins, Ernest and Valerie, they only eat seafood because when they came to town, they ate like shrimp and stuff. So I'm gonna be like them and eat veggies and stuff and seafood. Cause I remember when I went to San Antonio to visit my friend Evelyn and baby John Solomon Mayo, while I went with them to for Christmas, and I had that dressing. They had shrimp in it. It was so good. That was so good, you know, shrimp dressing. So I probably can cook that for Thanksgiving. Make dressing with shrimp and stuff, and do that and everything. And I just eat dressing by itself and cranberry sauce. Cause I know, like at the jail, I'm saying the hospital, at the jail, they serve like I know for Thanksgiving they serve turkey and dressing, and then for Christmas they serve brisket. They serve like brisket for like or prime rib. I think it's one of those. They serve one of those for like. I know Christmas they serve beef, and I can't be eating beef and stuff because I'm trying to live longer. I don't want to be like my granny and have a stroke. I don't want to be like my mama and have a stroke because they both had strokes. My granddaddy had a stroke. Let me hurry across the street. The police saw come in and I'm jaywalking, so let me cross the street. The police don't have their lights on. Well, it's daylight, pretty much. They don't have their lights on. They don't have their lights on. It's still dark a little bit. But yeah, these metro offices don't even have their lights on. See, they don't have their lights on. And look at the other one. They don't have their lights on either. I mean, you should at least have your light on daylight. But you know, basically, you know, wishing my granny happy birthday. I know my cousin Wayne, you know, wouldn't have did this if she was still alive. He wouldn't have did this because it would have broke her heart, you know, to see us like how we are. He only did because she's not here and my granddad ain't here. Because he's a coward, you know. He's a coward. Survivor Wayne Bryan 2. Yeah, he did because he's a coward. And I remember I wanted to disown a family member back in '96, and my granny and my Aunt Joanne and Yvonne told me don't do that. You know, it's only your family members. But I know I don't talk to you know, them no more. Well, not by choice, you know. I know I can text her about Yvonne, she'll text back, but I know she's being very shitty, you know, right now. I don't care, you know. But fake people don't succeed in life being fake. And you know, the truth will come out and they will see how things are. You can't go around treating people like crap and expect to have blessings. You know, you can't, you know, treat people any kind of way and expect to succeed. You know, you got to treat people with respect. Whether you like them or not, you still got to respect them. You don't like them. And you know, they shouldn't do that. and she definitely would not agree with how Wayne and Siobhan and his mom is acting and stuff. And I know Wayne did a lot of bad things in life, and he's going through it. And I know I wanted to go to his job so bad and order something, but I just decided not to do it. But I'm probably gonna go up there. I'm probably gonna go up there and order something. But I just have to figure out how I'm gonna do it, But I really should just stay away from him. If I run into him, I run into him. I'm not afraid to run into him, but I know he can't risk his job to say something to me. I know on the street he can say whatever he want to say, but I know at his job he got to be respectful. And, I know my older sister still talks to him, but that's her, she want to be associated with somebody that's fake. Go ahead and associate with somebody that's fake, because he don't like your brother, he don't like your boyfriend, you still associate with him. He likes to use people, and you allow him to use you. That's all he's doing is using you. But in all, happy belated birthday, Granny. I love you, miss you. Hopefully I see you 40 years or more. Yeah, 40 years or more, hopefully longer than that. Hopefully I live to be 100 plus. I just have to get myself together, and hopefully I live a long time. I just hope that I have my blessings this year. I hope everything will work out, but I'm finna clock in at work, so let me go ahead and go. Like, share, subscribe, but notification comment below. See something, say something, before you speak out. Wash, touch your hands, be social distant, wear a mask when needed, come back, come sneeze again. Let John's driving along, make more baby, and I am driving along, make more baby. Thanks for listening, and have a good day. Peace.